see. Do you have something to talk about this week?
Not really.
No?
I asked you yesterday. I said, hey, Spencer.
Ask me if I had something.
Hey, do you have something pretty substantial or do I need to do something?
I got a couple of fun things. Okay. So, you're good? You don't have anything?
Not really. No.
Okay, I think this will just end up being a shorter one.
Okay. I'm here to chit chat, boy.
Cool. Just like kind of keep it chill. And
Yeah, just keep it chill.
I was just waiting to see if you were ever going to interject with S. Soup! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to SM Soup, the #1 podcast with soup in the name, but not on the brain. I'm Spencer.
I'm Shelby.
And we're here to take you on the journey of something, something, something. I'll work on this and get the, gist of it down. But I got the slogan down.
Yeah, you got it down.
So
you finally don't have to look at your phone to say it.
Don't have to look. I didn't have to last week either, so eat a bag. This is just a podcast about the journey that is life and how soup is made, and you're asking the waiter, "Hey waiter, how's the soup made?"
Correct.
All that stuff.
Yes.
Admittedly, we don't have a ton to talk about this week.
Mm-hmm.
I've got plenty of stories, but
Mm-hmm.
like some of them are a little like bigger that I'm
Mm-hmm.
kind of like maybe we kind of like hold back on some of these, save them for
I do have something we
a
can
good
get into
rainy
if
day.
you want.
I have stuff.
Okay.
For sure. We're
Okay.
good. Don't worry. I have a couple like small hits that we
Yeah.
can talk about. But
Cool.
first, what have you been up to, Shelby?
Oh, hold on.
Welcome to a little segment I like to call What's Happening. What's been happening, Shelby?
Literally nothing. I'm gonna yawn for no dramatic effect because that's how it's been feeling lately. You're gonna hate this, but I am in. Not that I want to be, not that I want to be a minimalist, but I'm feeling overwhelmed by everything in the room that we are sitting in right now. And so I have this mild dream.
Smiled?
Yep, that I can get everything I need into 2 bins. One being tools and one being like resources, if that makes any sense. And just from looking around, that is currently not feasible. Just look to your right.
I feel like you have stuff, for the most part, organized.
Yes.
And you do a good job of keeping everything contained.
Mm-hmm.
And then, for whatever reason,
Mm-hmm.
you go, this could be done better.
Mm-hmm.
And then you destroy the room.
Correct.
And it ends up better marginally.
Right.
Like we're talking about like marginally.
Oh, I know. It's a problem I have.
Like if the objective is 100% clean,
Yeah.
and it was at 99%,
Yeah.
you bumped it to 99.1. Like
Right.
it was already really good.
Right. No, I know.
And you make a mess so
Yeah.
that 99 drops all the way down to like 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then you slowly work it all the way back up, and you're like, this is better. And I'm telling you, I have the charts to prove it. I'm like, before, after.
I know.
Weird.
I know. It's a problem I have. But I just get overwhelmed and then I don't want any of it. And I want it to all be gone.
It's fair.
So I'm in that state. So I started cleaning yesterday. And I've made some progress.
I mean, I think like a big thing to keep in mind is like when we move.
Yeah.
Like you have to like make the decision of like what all do you want to bring?
Right.
If you want to bring all of it, bring all of it. I mean, I'm already gonna have. I know I already have. Like I have a lot of stuff that's laying around that I'm definitely not getting rid of. All the stuff you have laying around, for the most part, is like going to be turned into something and then offloaded.
But it stresses me out.
I'm looking at 25 GameCube games that we haven't even finished an SNES game.
I know, but it stresses me out that like I have so many things though that are waiting to be turned into things that I'm like, am I ever gonna get to that? And then it's like just indecision and feeling like I need to be doing other things that aren't these things, and then they just get pushed off and pushed off and pushed off on top of getting compiled with other things that I'm like, this will get turned into something. And then I just feel like I can't do any of it. That's what happens. So I feel like I need to restrict what is in my in progress pile and not let it take up the entire room.
I'm fake smiling
I
because that
know.
sounds impossible for you.
I know, but I need to do it
I
because
need to
it's stressing
restrict
me
my in
out.
progress. Constantly has a new project that they're working on.
I know. It's literally my biggest weakness.
Like we our one friend we were talking to,
Yeah.
he literally said, "Shelby, it's so inspiring how you do all of these things." And I said, "Shelby does all of these things, and she does them all very well, which is like so impressive. I think anybody who can do more than like 5 things really well is like such a feat
Mhm.
because it's like it's hard to be good at things."
Yeah.
And like I would say, like for the most part, maybe I don't know about your upbringing. Maybe like your parents put you through this like hardcore training
No.
regiment where you had to like do all of these like things. But like you, I mean, fairly regularly pick up something,
Yeah.
and like
I can be
you don't do it
I can
perfect
be
the first
average. I
time,
can be average at
but you
it.
get like again, like, you get to 99%,
Right.
like within your like second or third go, which is
Right.
just nuts. But your issue is that you can like it's like your superpower, right? Like it's
Yeah.
like everybody gets a superpower, but there's a trade off,
Yeah.
and your trade off is that your superpower is you're good at most things. The trade off is that you can only do one thing for like an hour before you like have this urge to
To do
just start
something else.
smashing stuff
I
and like
know.
being destructive. Like no, it's like
No,
it's
truly
it's
though.
not destructive. It's
It
before
can
you
be.
have to do something else. So like you'll
Yes.
be painting, and then you're like, you get like the like first coat on of a blank canvas. You haven't even actually started the scene, and then you go, I'm gonna sew, and then you sew one arm onto a shirt,
I get
and then
tired.
you go, I'm not feeling this, and then you're like, so I'm gonna go bake scones, and then you make scones, and then after you're done making the scones, which I wouldn't expect you to just keep churning out scones, but
Right.
like it's like
No, but
all
I
these different,
also
and then
leave
you're
the
like
disaster of that event.
oh well the oven's hot, so I might as well burn some clay, and then you do that, and like
Yeah.
then
Literally,
you're like I'm gonna go pour resin,
literally yesterday I was cleaning
I'm gonna spray paint.
and then I went, what if I drilled a hole through this? And I started trying to drill through a teacup, but I didn't finish. I got tired of holding the drill.
Those teacups, you need to
Yeah.
find another place for them. Grogu was cleaning them yesterday, and
I thought you wanted to kill both of
I
us.
yeah, I was no, like I just was like about to snap because the sound of what is it?
It's porcelain is the material, but it's the sound of fancy dining. Ting ting
Well, it's like
ting
it's
ting
like
ting ting.
porcelain on like platters, and like he hits them, and it just sounds like something's gonna break, and it
It
just
does.
like
It
puts me
does.
on edge,
Yeah,
and they're just on the floor,
they are.
and he's just
Because I was
walking,
trying
and
to drill into one of
and
them.
you have fabric hanging out of the trash, so he's pulling at that, and it's pulling the trash over into them, and it's just making the like crashing sound of like bowl in a china shop,
Yes.
and I was
You're sitting there going, yeah, that's me.
yeah, it looks very majestic right now. Um, yeah, you gotta find a new place for those.
I know. I gotta find a DIY. I was trying to be okay. There's a person on TikTok. I should really know their name. I'm sorry, I'm the worst. But they've been doing fake bowls of cereal on their wall. And I was like, that's incredible. What if I just did a fake little cup of tea, right? But I was like, but that's gonna take so much resin because really it should be like clear all the way through, with like a tea bag hanging out of it. But
Well, wouldn't you want it to be a little discolored?
yeah, but it should be like relatively opaque, which means that it needs to be resin the whole way through, and that's like 3 inches of resin. Do you know what I mean? Like that's a lot of resin. You're only supposed to pour it a quarter of an inch at a time. So you know how long that would take to like do that.
Well, if it's
Also,
3 inches and you have to do a quarter of an inch,
I'm saying it's a lot.
it's 12.
It's a lot. And you have to get the color right every time. It is Karen Joy, Kaarin Joy, Goy. They were doing
Would
like
you need to get the color right, or wouldn't the first pour just need to be the color and the rest could be clear?
that's true, I guess. I don't know. I would just be afraid of it like looking weird, and I also don't have tea bags, so I'd have to like make a tea bag. I just don't know if it's it. I don't know if that's the idea.
You're
Is
talking about tea
fake cups of
bags.
tea. Fake cups of tea. But look she like hangs them on her wall like that in her kitchen. Isn't that so fun?
It looks like shit.
No, I love
I
it.
hate it.
No.
I hate it.
Anyway,
How dare they?
that's
There
been
are
my
kids
week.
starving
That's been my week.
all around the world. and she's making fake food.
My week has been that. What has your week been?
I don't know.
We've done nothing this week.
Yeah.
We played a lot of 7 days.
Well, that's why that was going to be one of the things that I was going to say we could talk about.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
But yeah,
how Shelby has been advancing in her gaming career.
Yeah, I didn't really do a whole lot, just work and play Pokemon. We played Pokemon for 7 hours yesterday.
Yes,
which is
so
not
long.
what I don't think either of us was expecting.
No.
It was a lot of fun until that very last battle, especially, where it was just like the RNG gods were like, we hate you.
Yeah, that happens like every Pokemon though, I feel like. The end, they like try to screw the hell out of you.
It happened in Legends too.
I feel like it happened in Sword and Shield.
The guy had a really, really tough, like annoying team, and it was like, you
Yeah.
have to do this before you actually can like.
I feel
And
like
you still have hard stuff after this.
I feel like Sword and Shield happened too, and we got like there was one team. No,
Sword and Shield.
I feel
Sword
like
and Shield we
one
steamrolled,
team.
and it was literally at the end because we didn't spend the time to level. And literally at the end, what was his name? Leon.
Yeah.
He beat us once, and then we beat him after that.
That's true. I guess I felt like we struggled more, but maybe not. I just feel like it's always set up like that. It's always set up that you're gonna like hate your life in the end, even though you're trying to like
I hate my
through
life
and finish it. And there were like 2 different points yesterday where this wasn't at you. This was just at the circumstance. I went, this is a kid's game.
It's not.
It's not. It's not actually. I don't actually think
also,
that. But I wanted to say the words so bad.
Here I am though. I'm playing it right, and I'm like, because obviously you're sitting there watching, and I'm like, Shelby's never gonna play this.
Literally never. It turned me off from it so bad.
But that's bad because I just didn't level. Like there's no cap.
Okay,
you could get up to
but
level.
If you didn't level, I'm not gonna level.
Why though?
Because you would put more work into it than I would.
But again, like I put what? I didn't even put 30 hours into it.
That's so much time.
No, it's so easy to chip away at.
I have other things to play.
Yeah, okay.
Like How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, like How to Train Your Dragon. We started playing 7 days now, probably 3 weeks ago, honestly.
Yeah. Way more than 7 days, I'll tell you what.
And maybe it's been like 3 weeks. We like started playing it, and I think we both have very quickly become so addicted to it because it's like how we got into like moods of playing Minecraft.
Yes.
But
because it's got it all.
It feels better than Minecraft.
It does feel better than Minecraft, although I love Minecraft with my whole heart, and all I want to do is go get lost in a cave for 3 days straight and not know what day it is.
Yeah.
But it's got the survival, so you feel like there's stakes. It has such. We spent like 3 days doing just miscellaneous nothing, like organizing, building. Like we spent like 3 days doing that, and like we were like, yeah, we're gonna stop playing. And then like literally 3 hours later, we realized we hadn't spoken to each other. We just were sitting in silence, each doing the most miscellaneous, like most tedious, repetitive, organizational shit you could do.
Yeah.
We spent 3 hours straight doing that after we'd planned to stop.
Right. We have it set so each day is 1 hour of real life time.
Yeah.
And
which is pretty perfect for like slowly just playing it. Like you put an hour in each night.
I would say for us it's easy to play like an hour at a time at least. We've been playing more than that.
Yes.
We've been putting in like 3 or 4, which is amazing because you don't get sick playing it.
I think it's because I'm very careful about my controls.
Yeah.
It's only bad when I start panicking.
And we have the settings because it's so janky on console. Like if like dogs, you know how dogs run in the game?
Yes.
That's how the zombies would run if we had running turned on.
I know.
And like it's impossible. Like they're just so erratic.
Yeah.
That it's impossible to like line up shots, and like you're dead constantly.
I know.
So
I am aware it's going well because we lowered those difficulty.
We have it all. Yeah, like we have it like so like the settings as easy as possible. But it's
making
much
it
fun.
enjoyable.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, we still get
we still die
up sometimes.
Yeah, we still die. Yeah, we're not perfect.
Next thing you know, you're surrounded by 20 fucking zombies and you didn't even hear them coming, which
Right.
is the whole like not the point of having sound
And
on.
if you're drawing your bow and your Shelby, it's not possible to just keep moving backwards in a
Correct.
straight line, like not even like side to side or anything. Just keep going backwards from the horde that is right in front of your face.
The crossbow has been the greatest invention of my life.
But yeah, we've been like fast now. I feel like all of a sudden
Mm.
like we're just like developing like very
Yes.
quick now.
Yeah.
And like we started building guns
We'll have to hit
and
a point where we maybe try upping the difficulty and then we get murdered a lot and then we lower it back
yeah, maybe.
down. Yeah, that has been a lot of fun though.
I can't wait for the upgrade if
Yeah.
and when it happens. But yeah, I figured because we're probably going to be playing it quite a bit,
Yeah.
each week we can kind of give a little update.
Yeah.
And so we'll kind of give the baseline. It's day 21.
This
We got through our third horde. So it's day
Oh yeah,
22
for anyone who
technically.
doesn't know the game.
Oh yeah, every 7 days
It's a
a
zombie
horde comes.
apocalypse survival game.
A horde comes and they like know where you are, so they like
Yes.
converge on you.
Yes. So every
Um,
seventh night, there's like, yeah, you basically are just completely bombarded
we
with
have
zombies.
it set so I think night is 6 hours of time. So
Yeah.
6 hours would be like 20 no, 15 minutes of real life time.
Yeah.
Um
Which feels longer than that.
it does. It feels long, but I mean 15 minutes is
A lot to stay
a lot of
alive
time.
while a
Yeah.
lot's going on. Yeah.
But every 7 days a horde comes. So day
Yes.
7, day 14, day 21, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Um
And obviously you can get like infected, you can bleed out, you're hungry constantly, you're thirsty,
yeah.
you're all you can get cold, overheat,
Yep.
hypothermia, like literally it's a survival game.
Yeah. And it's a lot of fun.
A little more intense than Minecraft.
Right. And yeah, and so we just got through day 21. We have
Yeah.
like we have traps, so we have like the spikes
Yeah.
all around the house that were probably set for like some time now if we want to
Right.
just leave it and like really just stock up on stuff.
Yeah.
Um
We it's so funny. The game's so funny because like things that you think shouldn't trigger like you to be attracted to zombies. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically, like
you want to fuck a zombie?
the idea is that like sound attracts them, smell attracts them, like things like that. So like if you kill a deer and you have the meat on you, you are more attractive to a zombie and you have a higher chance of them
Right.
coming
And
towards
like
you.
what were you wearing?
But exactly. But then Spencer goes and finds a chainsaw and somehow the whole night, the time that should be peak a zombie can find you time, you are literally screeching in the woods for 6 hours straight and not a single thing came out. It's so funny, like random shit like that that like
It
doesn't
was
make sense.
truly the most annoying sound
It
ever.
was like listening to it on TV. I'm like, honestly, you deserve to die right now. It's so obnoxious.
Oh, damn.
It's so obnoxious.
All right.
And you're out in the middle of nowhere and it didn't attract a single zombie. You
Not a single one.
literally knocked down like how many
I
trees?
mean, I wasn't in the middle of nowhere. I was right by our house.
But still,
Um,
shit like
Witcher
that
3
is so
ready to
funny.
play.
Oh my god. But yeah, that's been a fun time.
Yeah, so we're through day 21.
Yep.
I think we've each died. I think you've died 5 times. I've died 4 times
Something like that.
in the midst of those 20 days.
Yeah.
Um,
I think next goal should be killing a bear.
we can kill a
I think
bear.
there's one kind of by our house.
I think we're good to kill a bear. We've got shotguns and stuff
Yeah. And we got our nerd glasses.
and our nerd glasses. Um,
I literally started, if I find a potted plant, I've started rearranging the potted plants. I've started collecting them upstairs. Have you noticed that?
no, what?
There's potted plants in houses when you go to them.
Uh-huh.
And so sometimes I just started moving them around me like, I don't think this is a good place for them. And there was one on our house that just came with our house and it was on the front porch. And I was like, no, because the zombies keep knocking the wood out from underneath it. So I brought it inside. You can just pick it up and place it.
Incredible. Incredible. Our hope is when we get to like a rather I do hope that like the hordes start to like grow. Maybe we do need to mess with like some of the settings a bit,
Yeah.
just to like make them a little more like, especially because we have plenty of resources. Like
Yes.
I shot like 15 bullets on the last like
Yeah.
day, and we have like almost 1,000 bullets.
Yeah.
So like we could definitely have more at least come at the very least. But
Yeah,
anyway,
maybe not increase their speed, but yeah, if we could increase the quantity at which we interact with, that would be good.
yeah. Um, but maybe on like trying to think of like multiples of 7. Day 49
Mm-hmm.
would be one. So like close to day 50.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a number. Maybe you had thrown out about like streaming. Maybe we
Yeah,
stream us fighting
I think it'd be so
night
funny.
49
Yeah.
and playing like the 2 days before and like
Yeah.
the like day after.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
I think that would be fun,
Captain, my captain.
yeah.
So that's what we've been up to. And what are we doing today? Today we're going to New Hampshire.
Yeah. We're gonna go to a Christmas market. A Christmas
Cool.
market.
Taylor Lautner. Do you know
Taylor.
who that is?
Yeah, of course I know who that is.
Team Jacob.
I guess at the time, only because Edward freaked me out so
Very
much.
pale.
Very pale, very emotionless, very shiny. I wasn't into Highlight at the time. I'm joking. No, he did freak me out though, so I was definitely Team Jacob because Team Jacob felt like a human character, whereas
Well, he was a
Edward
werewolf, but
Edward was literally like
a
basically
vampire.
a robot. So yeah, I guess.
Fun
Go
fact,
ahead.
because we're all obsessed with celebrities and
Yeah.
everything. So, well, Taylor Lautner, really big celebrity,
Has done a lot since then.
got married. Round of applause for Taylor. Congratulations on getting married.
Congrats.
Taylor Lautner married
Uh-huh.
someone whose name was Taylor.
I do remember
And
that.
they
Yeah.
changed their name.
What?
They changed their last name.
Oh. To Lautner. I thought they changed their first name because they were like, we can't both be Taylor. And I was like,
No,
what?
the opposite. They both were eager to both be Taylor Lautner.
That is kind of funny.
It's
on paper.
Very funny.
Well, because you come in and you are Miss Taylor Lautner, and he's about to jump on the back of your chair. And
Bring it on, baby.
Good job. That was very
hi.
smooth. I thought you were gonna come flying. What's wrong? No table. And you're Miss Taylor Lautner, and you literally say,
Well, you're Miss Taylor.
and you say, "Hi, I'm Taylor Lautner," and
Mhm.
literally the person's gonna go,
Oh,
what?
that's funny. You like the person who has that name.
like
yeah,
Taylor
well,
Lautner.
I'm married to
Yeah,
her.
exactly. Like you are gonna have to explain. It's both funny, and I think it would become annoying very quickly that you're going to have to explain that for the rest of your life.
Right.
But sure. Happy Taylor Lautners. Grogu was hanging out with us for 2 seconds.
I saw that. That was like 2 weeks ago.
That was a while ago. Oh, really? I thought it was
Yeah.
longer. Maybe
Well,
I saw their engagement.
It was while they were engaged, and it was like she does plan to change her name, but I just saw recently that they did in fact get married, and she did in fact change her name,
Yeah.
and so I thought it was worth pointing that out. And like just other funny situations that like, it's not even that like crazy that like there's how many people in the world. Of course, people are gonna share names.
Oh my god,
But
yeah.
it's just so
but to have
funny
the exact
to
same
have
first
the
and
exact
last
same
name.
first and last name as somebody you're married to.
Yes, that's
The only thing that would have been crazier is if her name was already Taylor Lautner.
yeah. Yes.
Apparently, Madison Bumgarner, who's a pitcher, when he was younger, like in either high school or early college, dated a Madison, and I can't remember if her last name was also Bumgarner or not, or if her last name started with BUM. But like people refer to him as Mad Bum,
right?
And he dated somebody
who could have been called
Mad
Bum. Yeah.
Yeah, which is just funny.
That is funny. Yeah.
It's like crazy how names work.
Crazy because the amount of times in life you've had to be like, look up the genealogy, like look up the background of your name. Like normally it's last name, right?
Celtic.
Right. Yeah. Very Celtic. I can see it in your face, but
Spencer O'Miller.
Okay, you put an O in front of it.
Right? Isn't that Celtic? No, it'd be that's Irish.
It's
right?
Irish.
Is that not Celtic?
I don't know. I don't know if they're always the same.
Is it Gaelic?
Gaelic is Irish. Yeah.
So Gaelic and Celtic are different.
Probably. There's probably a lot of overlapping, but I'm guessing they're not always the same. But that's all guessing. I don't know.
My ignorance is showing.
Well, I also don't know. But anyway, when every time I'd have to look up my name, and the few times I looked up my first name too, my name is traditionally a men's name, but I've never met.
Shelby?
Yes, it is.
I don't know any Shelbys.
Well, you know Shelby Miller, the pitcher.
Right.
That's it. I know, but that's it. But every time I've had to look it up, it's like, actually, your name used to be a man's name.
No.
I know, but like I've never met a male Shelby.
It's got to be like, that's got to be like an 80-20 split in favor of women.
I don't know. I've never seen like I definitely, when I was looking it up, didn't look at the numbers.
I'll look at real quick. I think How Many of Me breaks it down by.
It might have been like in a time period that. How many? Grogu. We about to start fighting.
This has to load.
Oh my god. What are we doing? Get out. Go.
Oh, Grogu's getting yelled at. Why does my fucking shit break
I
constantly?
can look it up on my laptop, on my phone. Do you have too many things open? I see a million tabs.
I don't know. Just randomly like
Is it this?
Yeah.
Just put in my first
Just
name.
put in Shelby and see what happens. Right. So 138,000 are female,
Yeah.
12,000 are males.
Yeah. It must have been a time period thing. Like, oh, back in the fucking 1600s, that was a male name.
And so I would imagine that Spencer is roughly the same split. Is this just where you plugged it in?
Yeah.
Do I have to put last name?
I'm just gonna. I think it's because you were still in my thing.
Site sucks.
What are you doing? Stop.
3,785 are females. 109,000 are males. So it's actually
God.
way more in favor of male.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like people will be like, but then you do get the random person who's just like, well, I know Spencer who's a girl.
Yeah.
You know one of 3,000.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy actually. I grew up thinking Spencer as a girl's name was a really good name because of Good Luck Charlie. One of the characters is a female.
And because
Spencer.
of Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, is that also a female
Or
Spencer?
Gossip Girl.
I don't know.
One of those two.
I haven't watched either.
Both involve lying.
Oh.
Both involve
Goss.
women.
Sweet goss. Oh. Yeah. Women.
And they're gossiping.
Never ending.
They are. I bet Taylor Lautner gossips a lot. The other thing that I have a small little thing. That is a part of a larger story in a way, but we'll just focus on this this one piece of it. We had a rather large trip end of September, early October. And as we were on our way back, we had a stop in Philly, and so we decided to get food, and we got Wendy's. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure you're with me.
Yep.
Do you remember what happened?
No.
I think potentially one of the most insane things to ever happen to us at a fast food restaurant happened.
I don't know what happened.
First off, the Wendy's was crazy. There were people, there were characters. There were characters from this entire trip. And that's why that is a whole episode. When we're ready to tell our story, we'll tell all about it. Plenty of people, plenty of characters to remember. We'll probably forget most of them. We ordered what? You just got a Baconator.
I got a Baconator.
And I got the pretzel pub.
Yep.
I got the burger. I wanted the chicken sandwich. Foolish. I accidentally didn't say that. And
accidentally.
We go and we sit down and we open it. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
Yours was a double?
No, I think mine was a triple.
And mine was a triple.
Yes. They put the max. They put the max sizes.
They assumed triple. They did not ask.
No.
They did not ask.
No.
And I didn't hear them or ignored them, and they were just like, fuck you. I'm upcharging you.
Right.
And it's only 60 cents more or something like
Yeah,
that.
no, it's not about the
mad about
price.
the
It's not about
price.
the price. It's I did not want a triple. It was
It was
like
disgusting.
I was so it was like overwhelming
I
to eat.
ate
It was
half of it,
yeah.
and I was like disgusted. It was just so much like grease and
Yes.
burger that I
Yes.
was disgusted.
I will
And
say I normally do a double. Or not normally. I do a
fatty.
double quite often. So the difference between a double and a triple was mind blowing.
Yeah.
It was too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't eat it. We literally sat there and we were looking at each other just going, this is kind of gross.
It was so gross.
We can't keep eating this.
And I think back to that and I'm like, that is that is
Crazy.
wild. That is wild that you just assumed triple.
Which, like, should we have said, like, I'll get a double Baconator? Like, yeah, that's how Wendy's works.
Do I need to
But
specify
also,
single?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Like, yeah, that's true.
The assumption should never be the largest size.
No.
The assumption should always be the smallest size.
Right.
Especially in our fucking country.
Why do they even have a triple?
I don't know. And I honestly, I didn't even think, like, so, and this was like another thing I was going to bring up because it's funny. I used to get triple Baconators.
What?
Yeah.
They're so gross.
And I remember one time I got a triple Baconator, a large fry, and a large Frosty, and I ate it all.
I could never.
And I don't know how I didn't die in my sleep that night.
How did you not, like, literally vomit and simultaneously shit your pants?
I don't know.
For, like, the next 2 days straight.
I don't know. I'm sure the tail end of it wasn't great.
Yeah.
But
that's wild to me because now when we eat, you're like, you could have like, I just feel like your appetite is so funny now because you could literally have like 3 carrots and go, I'm good for the next 8 hours. And then I'm like, I just ate and I must eat in the next 20 minutes.
I really am like a grazer anymore.
Yes.
And
which is not a bad thing. It's
no,
just
it's
you and I
not.
have such different eating
styles.
styles.
It is bad. Because if we like go out to eat,
yes.
Like there are so many times where I'm not that hungry.
Yeah.
And then I'm constantly relying on you, like, Shelby, please tell me you're not starving.
And I'm probably like stomach gurgling.
Yeah, I was like, can we just split the nachos? And then you go eat something back at home. Please.
We should just yeah. It's so funny. We have such different appetites.
Yeah. I always say,
because I'll be like, I'll go, are you hungry yet? And you'll be like, no, not really. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, me neither. Yeah, I'm not hungry either.
Yeah, and then you pull stuff out and I end up eating.
Yeah. Yeah, but I eat like 5 times.
That's why. Put on a little hibernation weight.
Get ready, winter is coming. Sorry.
People like will like say like, do you live to eat?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, I love food. Oh, I love food.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you eat to live? Which is, it's been 9 hours.
Yeah, I should probably
and
eat something.
I'm not hungry, but I recognize that if I don't eat, that would be bad. I mean, I love to eat. I do love eating food. I love food. But like, I just don't have like an appetite for it.
It's so funny.
And
yeah.
I definitely used to have the metabolism hunger.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, teenage boy who can eat an entire pizza. But the problem was my metabolism wasn't caught up yet. So then by the time I like came down from the high of eat, and I was just like all of a sudden not hungry anymore, my metabolism kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
And now my arms are, little chicken wings. I got nothing going for me. Funny.
I wouldn't say. I guess I do live to eat because I do love food. Like I get really excited to eat food. I do. But I also like if you tell me like I also like so many other things can take priority over it though. Like I'm not like I need to eat lunch. I need to have dinner at this time. Like to me it's so flexible. But I'll get excited to eat, if that makes sense.
But
so I guess
but
I
you'll
do
also
live
act
to
like
eat,
you're
eat to
dying.
live.
You'll also act like you're dying.
I mean, sometimes.
If you haven't had food.
Depends.
Like
depends on my body's feeling that day.
Each day, every single day, there's a scenario where you would be dying because you haven't eaten. And that's You ate at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
and then you haven't eaten again. If it's 5 o'clock and you hadn't eaten in between, you're dying at 5 o'clock.
That's possible. Yeah.
No, every day. It's not possible. That's the case. I would say there are certain days where 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock comes around. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
There are also plenty of days where, if I'm busy enough, especially, I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah. That's true.
And 5 o'clock rolls around and I'm still really not hungry. Built different. Built different. Yeah, I honestly, if it was more socially accepted, I would eat like 7 times a day, probably.
You can do that.
But I would eat like just mostly like small little portions.
I think that's a very normal way of eating.
Yeah, but you don't understand the plight of my people when we go to a restaurant and there's no grazer menu.
It's called getting out.
There's just a triple baconator.
I mean, yeah. I guess that's the benefit of us living on our own, is that you can eat however it like worked for you, because we really don't go out to eat all that often.
We don't. No, I know, but I normally still abide by meals.
Yeah. I'm saying you don't have to.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I eat at 5 o'clock and I know I'm good until tomorrow morning. You wake up and say, "Do you want cereal?" After I've been awake for 6 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas at 5 o'clock we run the risk of you saying, "I don't know why I'm so hungry. I'm going to go eat some hummus. I'm so hungry."
I love hummus so much.
Hummus is good.
Dip's a dinner.
Dip's a dinner.
Dip is a dinner.
We haven't had dip dinner in a while.
No.
Probably last time we had it was sausage dip.
Yeah.
Probably a couple weeks ago.
The Stray Stream, yeah.
So it wasn't that long ago.
We also haven't had breakfast for dinner in a while. I love having breakfast for dinner.
We did. We made basically like a McGriddle.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. We did that like a month ago, 2 months ago.
Right. Before that, it had been a really long time.
It had been, yeah.
A month. That's not that long.
I love doing that.
That's
so
fun.
Good.
We have a waffle maker,
mm-hmm.
and Shelby it's a Spider-Man waffle maker that you had
gotten.
It
was a $4 Walmart clearance waffle maker from I think
when did you get
2015.
That? Yeah.
I got it right after graduating high school.
So we'll make
that shit is so old.
Yeah, Shelby's kept that with us.
I love it so much.
Use that and little Spider-Man symbols on it.
Yeah.
It only makes 2.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying. If we could have a
like
4,
the
it'd be
mini
perfect.
one. Yeah.
But
it was great for a college apartment.
Yeah. And we literally make.
I love it.
2 waffles.
Yeah.
Put some egg.
Sandwich.
Put some egg. If we make it good and we make like an egg sandwich egg.
Yeah.
Slap that in there. Put some sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Cover it or drizzle a little syrup, then cover it.
Mm-hmm.
Drizzle syrup. So good.
That's the way to go.
So good.
I love it. I love food.
A little cheese.
Yeah. We're gonna get some donuts at the Christmas market.
We are gonna get some donuts. Now that we're talking about food,
I take it back. I eat to live.
Now that we're talking about food,
I love
hungry?
to eat. Yeah, I am.
Getting hungry talking about food?
I am.
I'm not.
I want coffee.
Built different.
Actually.
We need to make some coffee. Do you want to make coffee before we go? Take with us?
Yeah, we should.
All right.
That way we don't buy any.
Well, I think we can go do that. I just thought the Wendy's thing was funny.
Yes, that is very funny. I never want to eat a triple anything meat ever again.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you, because I think it's always like a guy thing.
What?
That that people say that I feel like young teenage guys, their metabolism.
I think that's okay.
Is always the one that people will point to.
Yeah.
And so I was gonna say, were you ever the type of person who you could eat an entire pizza?
Yes.
Okay.
I still probably could.
No, you couldn't.
No, I couldn't.
No, you couldn't.
No,
I was gonna say,
as a teenager,
you do often say that you can eat a lot, and you do like
I do eat a
sometimes
good
eat
bit.
like 4 bowls of mac and cheese. But like I've never seen you eat so much where I'm like, holy shit, Shelby could eat an entire pizza. Like I
That's
don't
true.
think you could.
In high school, 1000%.
Right.
1000. I could eat nonstop. Like I could just never stop eating in high school. I was constantly hungry. I started bringing snacks to school because I
The most
couldn't make it to
disgusting,
lunch.
the most heinous thing I've ever heard you say to me
What?
is that after school
Oh.
you would sometimes like buy animal crackers and dip them in that like
The
the
gross icing from Dollar
gross
Tree.
icing from Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Or you would go home and when you showed me this
It's so good though.
this is literally like eating a triple baconator. You would take an Oreo
Yeah.
and on one side of it peanut butter,
Yes.
and then on the other side of it
Ice
double
cream.
dunker ice cream, which
Yes.
already has Oreos in it.
Yes.
And then eat it.
Yes. And all these, you have to have all the containers open at once, and you build it as you eat it. Put the Oreo in hand, spoon of peanut butter, swipe it on there. Spoon of ice cream, swipe it on there.
That was it. That was an after school snack.
Oh, and I would like down half of a container of Oreos, eating them that way.
That was an after school snack.
Yes. Yes.
I was lucky if I got ants on a log.
Oh, I was home alone, so.
So was I. No,
if my parents walked into me doing that, they'd be like, "Absolutely not! Get out of here!"
Have you ever told them that that's what you used to do?
Oh yeah, now they know. Are you fighting my pinata?
Greg was fighting the pinata.
Oh my god, we have to go. But yeah, food's good. I would get so angry when people would be like, "You just don't understand how men eat." I'd go, "You don't understand how I eat." Excuse me.
Go off, queen.
It would make me so angry.
All right. Follow us at the places. You can find them in the description wherever you're listening to this. If you've been watching, or if you prefer to watch, we do post this on YouTube, so you can watch us there.
Yes.
You can subscribe to the channel. Maybe we'll put some other stuff up there, but I think for the most part, it'll probably be
super consistent.
Just this, where you just watch us. Maybe the setup will change. The lighting definitely changes.
Maybe it will never be blue.
We always look like we're in like The Following or whatever. Like the lighting's just terrible. And
we're always trying to beat up someone, so we gotta go beat him up. I would never, to be clear. Grogu, what are you doing?
Bye.